Welcome to another episode of Pete Plays. Today I'm going to be trying out Dungeons & Dragons Neverwinter. This is the new free-to-play MMO that's going to be coming out very shortly. It's still in beta test, and this is the third beta test weekend. But I'd like to show you guys what my level 20 Trickster Rogue looks like in combat. Here's my Halfling Rogue. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Alt. And what this does is it puts the game into free mouse mode. It's not paused, but now I can move the mouse around, look at abilities, or hit the buttons on the screen. Interact with the heads-up display elements. Now, the first thing you need to know about the different combat abilities is there's three types: At Will, Encounter, and Daily. Right now I'm mousing over an Encounter power, and these can be used roughly every 10 to 20 seconds depending on the ability. At Will, as you may have guessed, is At Will. And then the daily powers are the two circular ones on either side of the yellow D20 icon. These can only be used when the D20 icon is full of yellow, the yellow bar is full. As you can see, it's full right now, so I could use those dailies. And the action points refill through combat actions. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a scenario that was created by a user. And that's one of the things that's neat, is they've released the tools to create content. So I ran this before. It's called Bar Fight. And I'm going to go ahead and find it. And it's just a very simple scenario where you can fight people in a bar, just so I can show you combat. When you find it, you can read a little quest description of what that content is before accepting it. And you can see user ratings based on 5 stars. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that. And now you'll see a little sparkly line on the ground, a quest helper of sorts, to show you where your quest objective is. So this quest happens to be in a different part of the city of Neverwinter. So I have to head to the city gates and go to a different sector. The loading screen here, you can see in the magnifying glass is the city of Neverwinter with various different areas. And then on the right hand side, we see the greater area of the Sword Coast. When you see these blue diamonds, that's an area where there's a quest that you have in your log. So I'm going to just mouse over them until I find Bar Fight, and here it is. So we're going to click on that and it will load into the bar. And this is all user-created content, as I said, which is really neat. So it's pretty infinitely expandable as people create more and more content for the game. So we're going to go ahead and talk to this guy, and he's like, "Ooh, I'd like to drink beer. Why don't you fight something so I can watch?" And this first round, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use my at-will power. It's called Sly Flourish. It's just a stabbing slashing attack with both of my daggers. And this guy goes down quicker than your mom on a payday. So that was not much of a challenge. Now in the next fight, I'll use my encounter powers to show you the difference. And the first encounter power I'm going to use is going to, what it's going to do is it's going to drop a decoy in front of me, a shadowy version of myself, and then I roll backwards. And that taunts the enemy, and while the enemy is taunted and attacking, I can reposition myself, because I'm a Trickster Rogue. Ooh. The next ability I have is going to jump behind the target, and then once I'm behind the target, obviously I can start backstabbing him while he's distracted with my decoy. I'll hop into stealth because I do more damage when I'm stealth. And then finally I have an ability that does a stunning blow. So I'm going to go ahead and slow combat down to 50% speed just to show you what's going on here. So I run up to the guy, he hits me once, I roll backwards, drop a decoy, then I'm going to teleport behind him, stab him in the back, go into stealth mode, start jacking him up. And I'm going to save my dazing strike for when he does an ability. So this red circle on the ground shows me that he's about to cast a spell, but I daze him with my dazing strike and then finish him off. And that's pretty much it. And as you can see, I just did that whole combat and I only took one hit from him. And that's what the Trickster Rogue is. Here it is again in super slow motion. That's what the Trickster Rogue is. While the fighters may be adept at blocking hits or taking a lot of hits, or the cleric can heal hits, or wizards can teleport out of the way, the rogue is all about stealth and positioning. Positioning yourself so that you're not getting hit, or when he's doing an area of effect ability, you want to stun him so that it doesn't go off. And that's pretty much it. And I'm really liking playing the Trickster Rogue solo. I think it's something I'm going to really be into when the game is released. And I think it's got a lot of potential. And I've tried all the other classes, and they're all really good in different ways. This weekend, the newest class is the sword, two-handed sword fighter. Haven't played that a lot, but looking forward to playing it a little bit more. So thanks for watching.